Om Udyadbhanu Sahasrakantimarunakshaumam Shiromalikam Raktaliptapayodharam Japavatim Vidyamabhitim Varam Hastabjairdadhatim Trinetra Vilasad Vaktraravindashriyam Devim Baddhahimam Shuratnamukutam Vande Ravindasthitam. Chapter number 3. The Supreme Goddess. Seeing the mother Ambika slay that whole army, the enraged Asura general, Chiksura, advanced. He rained arrows on the Devi like clouds of rain on Mount Meru. She cut his masses of arrows easily with her own arrows, killed his horses and charioteer, and split his bow and his tall banner, pierced his limbs, even as they held his shattered bow. He snatched up his sword and shield, rushed at her, striking the lion on the head and slashing at her left arm. O king, that sword disintegrated when it touched Devi's arm. So he grasped his pike, red-eyed with rage. He flung it at her. Bhadrakali, the great Devi, saw that pike coming at her like a blazing comet. She hurled her pike and shattered his to fragments and the demon with it. When that mighty general was slain, another general, Chamara, charged upon his elephant. He hurled his spear at Ambika, who gave a hoot and struck it down lusterless. Seeing his brother's spear fallen, Chamara angrily flung a pike at her. She split it with arrows. Then the lion leapt onto the forehead of the elephant and attacked that demon Chamara. They both fought fiercely as they fell from the elephant. Then the lion sprang up to the sky and came down, severing Chamara's head with a blow of his paw. Udagra was killed in the battle by the Devi using stones, trees and other missiles. And Karala she killed with her teeth, fist and palms. And the angry goddess ground Udhata to powder with blows of her club. Bhashkala she killed with a dart, and Tamara and Andhaka with arrows. The supreme three-eyed goddess slew Ugrasya, Ugravirya and Mahahanu, all with her trident. With her sword, she struck Vidala's head clean down from his body. Durdhara and Durmukha she sent to Yama's abode with her arrows. Now, as his army was being utterly destroyed, the Asura Mahisha assumed his buffalo form and attacked the troops of the Devi, terrifying them. Some he attacked with his blows. Others he stamped with his hooves. Some were slashed by his tail and some slashed by his horns. Some he laid low on the face of the earth by the rush of his onslaught. Some were blasted by his breath or his bellowing and wheeling career. Having laid low her army, Mahishasura rushed to attack the Devi's lion. This enraged Ambika. Mahishasura was fearless. She pounded the surface of the earth with his hooves. In his rage, he tossed the mountains aloft with his horns and bellowed. Crushed by his wheeling, The earth crumbled to pieces. The sea, lashed by his tail, overflowed in every direction. Clouds, pierced by his swaying horns, were rent to fragments. Hundreds of mountains rained down from the sky, cast up by the blast of his breath. Seeing the great Asura swollen with rage as he rushed on, Chandika let loose her fury in order to slay him. She flung her noose and bound him fast. Then, as he was bound, he suddenly stopped being a buffalo and became a lion. While Ambika beheaded that lion, Mahishasura emerged as a man with a sword. Swiftly, her arrows pierced the man and his sword and the shield. Then he changed into a huge elephant and roared as he grabbed her lion with his trunk. But as he pulled, she severed that trunk with her sword. Again he became a buffalo, shaking everything in the three worlds. The mother Chandika became really angry. Her eyes grew red and she laughed as she enjoyed her divine drink again and again. He was puffed up with his frenzy and strength, hurled mountains against Chandika with his horns as he roared. With showers of arrows, she shivered those mountains to atoms. Her face flushed as she drank, saying, "Roar, roar on for a brief moment, you fool, until I finish my nectar. Soon the gods will be roaring right here when you are slain by me." The Rishi said. As she spoke, she leapt up and landed on that Asura, pinning him down by her foot on his neck. She speared him. Caught by her foot, Mahishasura's real form began to emerge from his buffalo mouth. Chandika then struck off his head with her great sword. Then all his demonic army was destroyed. Wailing with fear, while the gods rose up joyously. The gods and rishis praised the Devi, while the Gandharvas, chiefs sang, Apsaras danced for joy.